Look how cute that is. Love it. I love stuff like this. On the road. There's an auction at this expo center in little town about 50 miles from here, I guess. If you watch my previous, I think it was two videos ago, it was at the same place. Scored some pretty good stuff there last time. It's kind of hot out today. It's going to be 85, so they have air conditioning. So instead of being out in the woods getting destroyed by deer flies, horse flies, mosquitoes, chiggers, biting this, biting that, I'm going to be enjoying the air conditioning and sitting out inside and having a nice, tall, cool, carbonated beverage while they bring the stuff to me instead of me having to go for it. So anyway, hang out. Let's see how this goes. Hi everyone, and welcome to Glacier Trading Company. I've been a professional buyer for most of my adult life. I'm Craig. Join me from my remote northern location as I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and vintage from interesting locations and from interesting people, and resell those items online. I buy from auctions, estate liquidations, stores, and from folks that just look me up and simply ask if I want to buy their items. Hang out with me for a bit and see what I got this week, and meet some of the local wildlife that live in my backyard. Let's get to it. That's cool. Oh, that's pretty neat. It stink real bad. That's kind of cool. I might be able to do that at home. $74.67. These are pretty good. Oh, that looks like a good one. Bottom's not blown off. Oak, that's heavy. That's tight. Target. It could. Yes, sir. Want to be in it? You've already been in one or two. Oh, I put them on YouTube. Really? I like it says heritage.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of nice. This stuff. That's good stuff. Early made. Matches. It's good old timey stuff. for its age. That's pretty cool too. I like that. That's kind of neat. That's pretty cool too. Wonder why that's on backwards. That's weird. For being ancient. Really good. It smells good even. It's good. It's very cool, but not what you think it was. I don't even know. This is really cool.
And other costs that are involved with it, sometimes you lose. Okay, now, anyway, I want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Hang around, folks. It's 70 degrees in here. So we can turn it down, make it cooler if you want. This is pretty nice. So it's a beautiful spot to have an auction, and so that's what we're going to do today. So, Jake is over on this side. Joey's going to be filling in. There she comes. You know, Kitty's here. Deb's here. She'll take over after a while. And Ian, who helped us, he's got a bad show.
Wow, did we buy a lot of stuff today again? It turned out that there was some really cool stuff hidden in that sale. So let me turn this thing around and I'll give you a brief idea what's on the truck, and then let's unload it and we'll go through it. I don't buy rocking chairs. I told myself years ago I'm not buying any more rocking chairs. But I bought this rocking chair. I don't know. People look like they went through it a little bit. This really cool cabinet, probably 20s or 30s. And then there's a chimney shelf I've got sandwiched in there. It's really neat. And then the inside of the vehicle is just make sure nothing spills out on the ground. All kinds of cool stuff. Ah, it's too hard to see. Let's yank it all out so we can see. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi, baby. How cute are you two? Hey, sweetie. Are you still hungry? You want me to get you some food? Okay. I've got everything off the truck, sitting inside the building here. Let me spin the camera around and show you some of this stuff. Some of this stuff is pretty cool. I'm just going to start at the end and work my way back. I told myself years ago, I am not buying any more rocking chairs until today. But it's just cool. I like it. And there was some tobacco-related signage, and this stuff always has, it always sells. There were these two Mexican art, they're framed art. They strike me as being somewhat foil. And I'm guessing they're Mexican. I don't really know. It has such a Mexican vibe to it. Yeah, made in Mexico. I have to read through it and see what this is about. But anyway, I thought they were cool. They're a little water stained, but it'd be an easy repair because it doesn't look like the picture part itself is damaged, just the mat. Anyway, so there's those couple things. This, I love it. It's porcelain. It's not painted, it's porcelain. That's pretty good size, you see. It's at least a couple feet high, heavy. So I thought that was super cool. Paid up a little bit for that, but what you would expect to, right? And then there's some ducks. There's a couple of them in here that had some little provenance to it. So those are cool, some planters. But I've got a lot of duck-themed stuff, so I thought they might fit in really well. This was one of the best finds. I need two hands to get this out. Let me get this out real quick. So anyway, this is real old split bamboo. The ferrules are nice. All the eyelets are there. It's got a couple loose threads on the wrap here and there. A little bit. Super simple fix. But there's not even a logo here other than it just says Hedden. I don't see any other markings on it anywhere. But it's wild. It's got two tips. The tips, these are always broke off. Guy's whipping back and forth trying to draw out his fly, and he snags a tree behind him, and as he's coming forward, just rips the tip off. So I thought that was an amazing find. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a little bit more data on it. Wild guess what it's worth. I don't know. I just know I've had some of these before, some good ones. They're $200-300. Even a mediocre one is $75. I'm into this for about $100. So hopefully there's still some front end on it. Almost looks like the real seat is Bakelite. If I can focus on that. See that? I'm calling that Bakelite. All right, let me put this away and we'll move on. All right, moving on. I always buy scales if they're half decent. Hanson's a good one. I just sell those all the time. There was this pretty cool solid oak shelf that weighs a freaking ton. thing's heavy. It's probably 2 feet wide, 15 inches tall, I suppose. And then there were 2 baseball bats, which are kind of hard to get excited about. But what I've discovered up here, let me see if I can close that up so you can see better, is that people up here made them for their kids. So this looks to me like one that a guy just made. You can see the lathe marks, you know, where he had it chucked up in the lathe and turned it himself. It's got some initials on there. I guess it could be store-bought. I mean, back in the day, never heard of a TLS bat, and it really looks kind of primitive to be that. But I'm wrong all the time, so, you know, who knows what that could be. But there was one place that I bought, I think it was 16 or 18 bats. And one of the kids got there later and asked if he could buy a couple of them because he said his dad, when he was a boy, made all of his baseball bats and made every one of those. And this is just an H&B. I'm not really sure how old number 52 is. But if they're in good shape, and this one, minimal chipping on it, it's okay, you know. This, I like this sign. And I don't know, it's super heavy. I'm not sure what this composite is. It's got a chunk out of it, obviously, you can see that. But you see what, it's like, maybe it's resin, I suppose. It's super heavy for what it is. But it's hand painted. It's cute. Getting some shadows here, sorry. The light right over my head right now. And then in Wisconsin, we still to this day have front and back plates. So these are 1928. And they are roached. They're 1928 and they are roached. Wow. But they're 1928, you know. They're 95 years old. And I think that says 1927. Wow, getting serious shadows here. Sorry about that. And that's the nice one. Oh, you know what? This is a 1925. These are different. I didn't even know that. Well, no wonder it's not as nice. And that's literally 98 years old. It's crazy. It's no wonder it's wasted. But I got a little license plate tree, and they'll find a place of honor on that. There's always a market for license plates. Awesome Coke crate. Really, really clean for 1976. It's in good shape. Good bottom. Graphics are nice and bright. Not all rusted. So that was a winner. I always buy planes. Planes just sell. That one's super cute. I bought 5, but somebody helped themselves to one when I went to the restroom, so these things happen. I got a really nice bat of antique, and these are old horseshoes. Now this is a draft horseshoe. And they had Clydes and Belgiums, did all kinds of the real heavy lifting here in Wisconsin. Look at the size of that beast. Can you imagine that thing stepping on your foot? Whoa. Anyway, that was kind of nice to get. And it's a nice little milk crate. I don't hurt animals. I don't shoot them. I don't trap them. I don't do anything like that. But, you know, this is merchandise. And most of the time, this stuff just ends up being wall hangers for somebody. And that's fine. I got a really, really beautiful burl basket. It's really nice. Good size, too. I'd say it's probably 18 inches tall, I'm guessing. Pretty neat. And the bottom's good too. Really nice. It's got some kind of marking on it. See if I can read that. Oh, I've had that one before. I've had those markings before. Last one I sold. Oh man, this thing's heavy. All right, this next one I got to open up. I honestly hate taking this out of its zippered pouch to show it. It's a flag. It says Fox Lake. Got a little spot on the map where it is, 1962. And it is just, I feel like I just got it out for its first time today. Maybe I did. Well, they did at the auction. It's just gorgeous. It's really nice. How clean that is. Perfect. So somebody in Fox Lake that was born in 1962 will get a charge out of that. And that brings me to this. This is something I almost never do. But a lot of these sunglasses are Foster Grant. They don't give Foster Grant stuff away. And there was another box just all full of readers, which I use all the time and constantly losing and breaking them. And the last pair of Foster Grants I got, which were similar to this in black, at Walmart were $18.99. I bought both these boxes for $6. So I'm into sunglasses and readers for, I don't care if they're goofy looking, as long as I can see what I'm doing. Who cares? Anyway, and this is another, this box was $1. And look at these extension cords with the low profile plugs. And it's got the woven cloth insulator. It's 2 of them. I don't know what else is in here. Oh, solder. Awesome. Silver solder. That's for jewelry. Well, that's a pretty good, I didn't even see that in there. Oh, that's a pretty good score. What else is in there? Massage critters? Say what? Oh my God. Okay, that's, maybe the pirate wants to get a massage. Oh, book it. I didn't really look at any of this. I just saw the extension cords on it for $1. I'm in. It's like the choo-choo. Broke something on the nose. I thought it was all there when I saw it before. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Anyway, moving on. That's just a little oak table. Little tables always sell for me, and then I got a, I guess this is rattan? I would assume it's rattan. Not bamboo. The difference between rattan and bamboo, bamboo's hollow, rattan's solid. But that's a quick save demonstration. That's a cool looking table, and both glass tops are right there. And then let me see if I can work this out here. And here is a mess. This old table is a mess. Look at all that glop on here. I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't think it's caulk. Maybe it could be petrified caulk. It's got a little drawer. Doesn't want to come out because of probably the humidity. But it's got turned legs. You know, not really a ton of time. That could be brought back to life. It's maple. So then I bought this little chimney cabinet, which is real cute. Seriously grubby, but it's got a little drawer. But it is missing a chunk down here. See how it's different. So maybe I'll try. I was really hoping upon hope that it was inside the drawer here. It would be a simple glue up, but it's not. And I would say it's probably close to 6 feet tall. So that was a fun find. And then there were a couple of jerry cans. I always buy those. Got the off-roader crowd around here is just nuts up here. And a plow. This is like a single horse manual plow that you hold on to and go behind the horse while you beat the horse to death and it beats you to death. It's yard art, mostly. But okay, here's the cool thing. So I did buy this old Johnson Motor Company Outboard. And I'll try to investigate and see what year it is. I can barely read that on there. Johnson Seahorse. My dad has a period piece boat, I think from the 40s. And boy, he would love to get his hands on this, so maybe I'm gonna make his day. And it came in a nice little stand. It's on wheels, it rolls around. It's all there. It's like somebody already went through the work. Even the, and this is the tiller, that's how you steer it. But even the start and advance seems to function. If I can do this one-handed. See it working when I move the controls on the carburetor just fine. It's smooth, but it's really stiff. But maybe there's a friction lock on here so that you don't have to sit here with your hand on it. It's probably tight for a reason. Otherwise, if it was loose, it would just go from idle to high speed while you got your hand on the tiller. But I love it. It's cool. I don't know anybody that's got one. So I stepped up a little on that. And if Dad doesn't want it, it's because that's on the little stand. It's cute in the shop here. I like it. Okay, and then this is the big one. I did buy this old-timey country cabinet, and I just love it. I think it's cool. And it's going to look right at home in here. I don't know what that is in there, but we'll get rid of it. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's a cute piece. Can't get back far enough and fall over. Look how cute that is. Love it. I love stuff like this. Well, it's going to be dark out in about 40 minutes. Mosquitoes are up. Thanks for tagging along today. I'm out at the fire pit. Gonna grill up something to eat, chow down, have a shower, and get on home and get to bed. And tomorrow I'll get up and do it all over again. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.